Howdy folks, bluesboyjag here with yet another 3-string cigar box guitar lesson. It's Eddie Money, and baby hold on to me. We're tuned to open G on this one. So that's an A string tuned down to G, and a D string tuned normal to D, and a G string tuned normal to G. Always tune your G string normal. So we're going to start out here using your first finger, your second finger, and your thumb. So I've got my second finger on the first string, my first finger on the second string, and my thumb on the third string. That's my home base whenever I use my fingers on a 3-string cigar box guitar. And if you've seen my other lessons, you know that I very, very rarely use a pick, because the nuances of a lot of these rock and roll songs really cannot be achieved without your fingers. So I like to use my fingers to get the different nuances. Sometimes I'll use a pick, but most of the time I don't use a pick that much on a 3-string or a 4-string cigar box guitar. All right, I'm going to start out here with my thumb on the third string, and I've got my second finger on the first string and my first finger on the second string. That's, generally speaking, my home base for a 3-string fingerstyle cigar box guitar. So here's the riff. Now, some people might choose just to do a straight strum, and that's fine too. So if you choose to do the strum, I'm using my first finger and my thumb, and I'm pretending like I have a pick, but I don't have a pick. You can use a pick if you like. Like I said, I very rarely use a pick on a 3-string cigar box guitar, so just pretend like you have a pick there. It's not even there at all, right? It's invisible. So what I'm really doing is using the fingernail of my first finger. And this is very common on a 6-string acoustic guitar or electric guitar. A lot of people do that. They don't use a pick at all, and they just use the nail of your first finger. All right, so what we're doing here is second finger on the third string, second fret, and my third finger is on the first string, second fret. Both of those are the same notes. One of those is lower and one is higher. So there's a couple of nuances with the strumming pattern that are very important. So if you look at my right hand, I'll slow it down and you can see what the strum pattern is. It's pretty easy. So it's ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. I'm not quite certain what this chord is actually. I'm not barring on that second fret all the way across. I'm only fretting the first and third strings on that second fret, which are both what is that? Both A's. And I've got the open D string in the middle. And it sounds exactly like the record. So you can do a strum pattern or you can do a finger style. Here's the strum pattern. So that ba 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 is just your second string open with your thumb, and then you go to the third fret on the third string, and then you go down to the second fret. So it's sliding both of those fingers up to the third fret, and then the open middle string, the open D, and then I'm playing the third string, third fret, and I go back to the chord that we started out with, which is your second finger on 3-2 and your third finger on 1-2. So I don't really do a lot of strumming on this particular song. You can if you like. This is how I do it. I'm only using the first two fingers on the top two strings, and my thumb is going to be on the third string. And you slide up one fret. Then you play the open middle string, and then you play 3-3, and then you go back and you play the very first chord, which is fretting on the outside two strings on the second fret. So let's take a look at the right hand. That's what I'm doing. Real slow. Thumb, first finger, and second finger. Then I'm doing these fingers and then the thumb. Real slow. That seems a little bit weird because you're not hearing any of the notes. I'm just showing you the strum pattern. Now, you're seeing my third finger move. I'm not doing anything at all with the third finger. Completely ignore that third finger. I'm using my thumb and first and second fingers only. So that's the picking pattern. And then you just slide up one fret, and you're only fretting the outside two strings. Then the middle string, open, and then 3-3. Third string, third fret with your second finger. And believe it or not, that's the entire song. So have fun with that. Be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And check out my website, jagshouse.com. Cigar box guitars just like this one for 20 years. We'll see you next time.